Hi and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is part 2 of the Princess Peach costume I'm making for my daughter. If you missed the first part, which is the pattern mock-up and the bodice, I will link it in the iCard above. The skirts consist of a full circle skirt and a half circle skirt. To get my calculations for the circle skirts, I do use a website and I will have it in the description box below. The full circle skirt consists of 2 pieces and the half circle skirt consists of 1. And here's the 2 pieces for my full circle skirt. And here's the half circle skirt. The reason why I have a full circle skirt and a second half circle skirt is because the skirts consist of 2 layers, as you can see here from the reference image. The full circle skirt has a hot pink strip going all the way around the bottom of the skirt, so I used this hot pink fabric to make that. And I just used my rotary cutter and I cut out a 6-inch wide strip. The bottom of the circle skirt is approximately 90 inches long, so I made sure I cut out a strip that would incorporate that plus a little extra. So the first thing I did was I attached about a 3-inch wide piece of lace to the outside of the half circle skirt, and I am missing the footage of that. Once the lace was attached to the half circle skirt, I took a pencil and some gold paint and I drew on the design that you see here on her skirt and painted it with gold and my textile medium. If you do not know what textile medium is, it is a liquid that you can put into acrylic paint to make your acrylic paint become fabric paint. It makes it more flexible and it holds up in the wash. Once that was painted, I took it and I added it to the bodice to the outside fashion fabric. The full circle skirt that goes underneath it will be attached to the lining fabric. I did cut a slit down the middle of this skirt for the zipper. The full circle skirt, I did attach those two pieces together with French seams. And once those seams were sewn together, I attached it to the lining side of the fabric. I also did cut a slit down the middle of this skirt too, for the zipper later on. On this skirt as well, I also made sure that I took care to keep that extended front part of the lining and the main fabric out so that way I can attach those two together later on. And once those two skirts were attached, I did top stitch each skirt to make sure that the seam allowance was hidden away. Now it's time for that long strip of fabric. On the bottom of this hot pink strip, there is some gold swirly bits. I did hand paint those as well when I painted the half circle skirt. And once that was done and dry, I attached a 3-inch wide piece of lace to the top part of that. This dress consists of some very old lace. My grandmother had a huge tub of lace and gave it to my mother, and I was able to pick from it and chose all the lace that I used for this dress from that tub. My grandmother had this lace in her stash for at least 50 years. Once that lace was attached to the bottom strip, I am now attaching the bottom strip to the bottom of the skirt. Since I cut this strip on the salvage edge, I really don't have to hem too much of it. All I'm doing is just folding it up once and tacking it down. Now I'm attaching the bottom of the bodice, lining and fashion fabric together to encase those raw seams. With the lining attached to the collar, I am going to top stitch that down so that way the lining stays in place and the collar stays flat. I'm also preparing the collar to get ready for the zipper. With the sleeves, since I made the cuff of the sleeve double its size normally, I am just folding that cuff in half and folding the raw edges down and tacking it to the lining. With the zipper, I sandwiched the zipper tape in between the lining fabric and the fashion fabric. And here's what these skirts look like. And here's the skirts on my model. That's it for this week. Next week I'll have the hot pink poofs to finish the dress and the accessories. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next week. Bye!